Everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for a recap of P-Valley. Alright, so if you watched my what was it, Black Ink Crew Chicago video, I did state that I was going to watch P-Valley, and I may or may not review it, but I liked the show. It gave me so many good feels. So I decided to go ahead and review the show. So that's going to be 2 on Sunday. So The Chi, luckily I can watch that early on Hulu. And then I'll watch P-Valley at 8 o'clock. So it'll all work out well. Alright, y'all. So let's jump into it. This was season 1, episode 1, and it was titled Perpetration. P-Valley comes on the Starz network. You should be able to find it on a Fire Stick if you don't have Starz, or you can find it on the Starz app. I think you can buy it for like $7.99 or something like that, or get the free trial or something, y'all. But it was good. Somebody probably gonna upload it somewhere, so just keep an eye out for it. Anyway, it opened up where we see this flooding, and I'm not sure where it took place at, because I don't think it said where it took place at. But if y'all watched it and it said it, let me know. I know it's somewhere down south, because their accents were real heavy and they kept giving like the southern twang and stuff like that. But I don't think it said exactly like where it was taking place. But it was a flood. So we see like stuff floating around, like all this debris and stuff. And then we see the suitcase. And then we see this girl tugging on the suitcase. She opened up the suitcase. It's like a skirt in there, a shirt, a wallet. So in the wallet it said Lakeisha Savage or whatever. So I was like, okay, is this her? Or is this the suitcase she was looking for or whatever? Is this the identity she gonna take or whatever? Next we see the lady, she on the bus. So she on the bus, she traveling and stuff. It went from daylight to nighttime. They finally get like a rest stop or whatever. I was like, ooh, child, I remember those Greyhound days. When you on that bus all goddamn day, and then they finally give you like a little rest stop, and then so you could stretch your legs and use the bathroom other than the one on the bus. Ooh, I do not miss that shit at all. But anyway, she was on the bus. They had like a little rest stop or whatever. And he like 15 minutes. Yada, yada, yada. So they get off. When they about to board back on a bus, she go off on her own. He like, yo, little lady, where you going? We finna go. And she just looked back and then kept walking forward or whatever. So she in the bathroom. It looked like she dyeing her hair or something like that. Next we see the Club Pink, y'all. I said, oh, if this ain't giving me goddamn Players Club vibes. So, and I liked it. I did like that movie. Anyway, it was so trash. Like, I just liked it. Anyway, and it had the strippers. Like, what? Whatever. Anyway, they throwing money in there. We hear somebody on the speaker talking about welcome to Club Pink, all this stuff, pop that pussy, all this other stuff, right? So then we see this girl, she walking into the back, into the dancer's room, and that's what we introduced to Mercedes. So she on the pole, she talking about how some guy tried to ask for change back or so. I said, change? Nigga, what? So then we see this girl, she come in. Well, I don't know if we found out her. I think they said her name, but I didn't catch it. But it was Mississippi. So Mississippi come in there. She got a rag to her head. She got blood gushing out. She was like, girl, what happened? She was like, I came off the pole and some man had a beer bottle and he banged me in the head. Now I got a cut on my forehead and stuff like that. I can't go back on the stage like this. I just came off maternity leave. And she was like, Mercedes, can you go back out there? She was like, girl, I am tired. I cannot go back out there. She was like, come on, I give you a blunt. She was like, all right. So then on the DJ, he like, Mississippi, get your ass back out here, whatever. So he telling her to come back out there. And she like, please. So Mercedes was like, all right, but it's gonna cost you more than a blunt. Then Mississippi sit down. She like, look, I just came off maternity leave. I just got over all these bruises. Now I've got more scars on me or something like that. I was like, so it's some kind of domestic violence there after she said that. Then we see a dude. What's he? Oh, we see this guy. He trying to get in or whatever like that. Or we see this guy. He getting in. He pays $20. Child, he put the wine on his head. His head was beeping. I was cracking up. But anyway, we see the girl who was who caught the suitcase, who was traveling on the bus and stuff like that. She got the shirt on and the skirt and the shoes and everything that she found in the luggage. So she's trying to get in. He like, no, little pretty lady, it's going to be $30 for you. She was like, $30? But you just charged that dude $20. He was like, look, this Uncle Clifford rules. And then they had all the rules on there. $20 for men, $30 for women, no funny money, no bullets, and no motherfucking chips. She was like, chips? And so he was like, it's going to be $30. She was like, all right, look, here, take this 20 and my email. He was like, oh, so you're going to be one of them bitches. So he looked like he was intrigued. He was about to take the bait. But he was like, no, get your pretty old Rihanna ass back. I said, well, damn. We found out his name Diamond. We found that out later. But anyway, so she see this sign that said $50 booty amateur dance or whatever. So we see that sign. So she see it. So then she go into the line where everybody about to do like an amateur like booty shaking dance or whatever like that. So she go into that line. Then we see Mercedes. She giving lap dances. This dude, she keeps telling him like, look, watch your fingers and stuff. And he like, what? Sorry, it slipped. So then his hand slipped again. She took that beer bottle, bang, put it up to him. Diamond come rushing in there. Look, he throw the man out the club. He was like, come on, man. I was just doing it. I want my money back. I want my cover charge. Then we see this lady, right, or a silhouette of this lady, like hair and everything like that, with the fan. And she was like, what she say? She was like, get on up out of here before I tell your husband, or not your husband, your wife where you was last or tonight or something like that. I want my cover charge. You better get your ass on. So then we see the cop car. So the cop car pull up. The cop get out, talking about, look here, Uncle Clifford, now, you ain't supposed to be serving no booze up in here. You got this man drunk and stuff and whatnot. And then the person from the silhouette and the fan comes down, and then we see, like, Uncle Clifford, basically. Hair all dead, nails popping. I said, yes. And the way he kept talking, he was giving me, if you ever watched True Blood, Lafayette from True Blood, I was like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm in love. Because he just kept giving me those Lafayette teas. And it was just like, oh my God. I love Lafayette on True Blood. I was so sad when he died in real life. So, like, I was like, oh yes, I'm watching this because it's titties and ass and it's strippers and you know the inner hoe me, because we all got an inner hoe in us. The inner hoe wanted to be a stripper, you know what I'm saying? But I took a path that I took, and then here I am today. But I was like, yes. So he was like, and I don't know if he go by he or whatever, but it was Uncle Clifford. So I'm assuming he go by he, but he just like dialed up or whatever like that. So at any rate. What was I saying? Oh, at any rate, he's talking to the cop, and the cop was like, you can't be serving booze up here. He was like, I ain't serving no booze. I ain't doing none of this or whatever. So, the cop was like, look here, Uncle Clifford, like, ain't nobody doing all this. I know you selling booze. There's people coming around and blah, blah, blah. So, Uncle Clifford gives him, like a, what is it, the tray, like a platter tray, you know, the takeout tray, whatever. It's full of money. So it's basically keep the cop quiet so he don't gotta say nothing. The cop like, oh, okay, but, you know, this can't be happening and all this other stuff. Like, he try to act like he doing something. He ain't doing nothing. Just get your money and go by. So, what happened? I think the bouncer had said something. Did the bouncer say something? Oh, what did he say? Oh, the cop. That shit was funny. He was like, liquor and pussy is like dynamite. It blow up in your face all the time. I thought that shit was funny. Anyway, so, next we see Uncle Clifford. He in the back. He giving the girls who doing the amateur dancing, some, not tips, but telling them the rules, basically. Like, the DJ gonna play the song. It's gonna be a 2-minute track. You got 2 minutes. You out of here. What's your name? He going down the line asking everybody what his name. He stopped at this girl, was like, don't tell me it's Alize, because the last girl that came up here named Alize, she was like, it's I'll get back to you. She was like, because her name was gonna be Alize. So the next girl, what the fuck was her name? Strawberry, not straw, Strawberry, and then Blue Cinnamon. He was like, who does that or whatever? And then he go over to Lakeisha, which was we gonna find out her name in a second. He was like, oh no, honey, you ain't even ready for the floor, such and such. Give her an outfit over there. So she go over there, and she like, how much is the outfit? She was like, 15. So the girls see her like struggling to get the money together and stuff like that. So she was like, but for you, I'm gonna charge you 10. So she get the little blue outfit, and then so she getting dressed and stuff, and Uncle Clifford walk up behind her, and he was like, and what's your name? And she was like, they call me Autumn Night or whatever. He was like, oh, okay, that's all poetic and shit. So that was her name. And so then we see Uncle Clifford. No, we see some dude, they in the back in the office counting money and stuff like that. We see Mercedes. She go in there. She hand Uncle Clifford like this flyer or whatever. And it said Mercedes' last dance. So she finna quit stripping in at the end of the month. He got a soft spot. So he not like a hard core owner or nothing like that. He has a soft spot for the girls or whatever, because he was tearing up when she said she was about to leave, and he wanted to know what her plan was when she left or whatever. And she was like, what any OG do, count her money or whatever. So she left out. She was getting called? No, the amateurs was getting called on the stage or whatever like that. So everybody getting called up there. They like strawberry, Alizé, blue cinnamon, and then we got, last but not least, Autumn Night. It's all poetic and shit. That shit was cracking me up. So she get up there, she dancing, and while she dancing, she having flashbacks of getting beat up. So this guy put a gun to her head, he beating her up, because when we saw her, I think she had a black eye, and when she was on the bus, her eye was black or whatever like that. So we see her getting beat up and all this other stuff, but she's still dancing, still getting it and everything like that. She won. Basically, we see all the girls looking at her like, this bitch, here she go, like, So we see them looking at her like eyeballing her down, like all this negative energy, basically. I ain't gonna say they was hating, but it was negative energy. So she won. So then Uncle Clifford come in the back, he give her the money and was like, don't be spending it all at the nail shop or whatever. And so then she pops up and was like, so what I gotta do to work here? I gotta fill out a job application or whatever. Mercedes was like, bitch, this ain't Walmart. So Uncle Clifford was like, yeah, but we got an opening coming up. So when can you start or whatever? He was just like, you got a nice ass on you, it jiggle a little bit, but you got them bee sting titties up there, but you make enough money, you can get them redone. Yeah, you'll do, or whatever like that. And he said something about her hair. She was like, yeah, I got Indian in my family. Here go Mercedes. That's just some Peruvian bundles, bitch. I was cracking up. That shit was funny. But, because everybody got motherfucking Indian in their goddamn family. Bitch, bye. Anyway, so the other strippers was just looking and laughing and stuff like that. Then Mercedes, no, Uncle Clifford slipped and told them that she was doing her last dance. It was like, the last dance, for real? But you've been saying it for years and stuff, like, why now, whatever. And she was just like, it's time to go. He was like, oh, I thought they knew or whatever. Did I let that slip? And then he went on to the back or whatever. And so Mercedes went to Autumn, well, no, she didn't go to Autumn, I'm lying. Autumn went to the empty locker and was like, is this empty? Mercedes was like, bitch, slow your roll. I ain't out of here just yet or whatever. Y'all amateur bitches always thinking y'all coming up here doing something because y'all won or whatever, but you won't be nothing under them lights or some shit like that. But I'm thinking, like, you don't really know her. And I think, like, Autumn did a little stripping in the back because she was real comfortable up there. So something going on in her background, and we're going to find out later on, obviously. But this was like the first episode. But, we'll see later on. But anyway, we see Autumn. She in this room. And it look like it's busted down or whatever like that. She got a mattress on the bed. I'm not on the bed. Jesus help me. She got a mattress on the floor. And she drinking. And she eating look like some stale chips or something like that. And she looking at her phone. And it got a picture of a little girl on there. I'm assuming it's her daughter. So I don't know if she put the bottle on the phone or something, but somehow she cracked the phone. So then she started like breaking down, screaming. And then when she screamed, we went into a next scene with this lady. She in church, she's singing and stuff like that. And we see Mercedes in the not the pulpit, the what is the thing? Not the vestibule. What is the, you know, in the pews. We see Mercedes in the pews or whatever like that. And the lady was up there singing, and I was like, that gotta be her mama or something like that, because she kind of looked like her a little bit. And later on, we did find out that was her mama. So she's singing and she's singing, and then we see the guy. I think it was the guy they kicked out the club. Mercedes pulled out a wallet. Child, it was his wallet. She pulled the money out. He looking like, what do you want to say? You ain't supposed to be up in the stripper club. But anyway, so then we see Mercedes leave out. Why that little boy in that dang on pew turn around and was looking at her butt? I was like, oh, his mom was like, turn your ass around. Whatever. Then we see this guy. He's taking we see like little pictures of the city and stuff like that. And we see this guy, he on a horse, and like we see like different pictures of the area or whatever. So we see Uncle Clifford. And he getting, I was like, is that Uncle Clifford? He ain't got his, because he ain't have his wig on or no makeup on or nothing. But they did show he had the nail. I was like, okay, that was him. So he putting on his suit. He putting on like a little scarf jank. He taking his nails off. I said, ooh, like, I guess press-ons, I think you got to do that too. But it looked like he was taking off like a whole nail now. Like they was already like acrylic and all that on there. I was just like, oh, that's painful. Why not use press-ons? But at any rate, he was taking his nails off, everything like that. He going down to the loan place or whatever, like the paycheck loan or cash place. He's trying to pay on the loan or whatever. He trying to pay with a check. She was like, He was like, well, you called me down here. Y'all keep calling me, telling me I'm behind on my stuff. I'm finally here with a check and stuff, and you don't want to take my money. She was like, no, you done made it to the bad checklist. He was like, well, damn, y'all could at least put a better picture of me up there or whatever. And she like, well, look, we just taking cash and money orders from your ass from now on. He was like, well, come on now, I post-dated it. No, cash and money order. He was just like, all right, whatever. So then he grabbed the check, and then he get in a line, and he like, look, they always prejudice against us or whatever like that. Y'all come down to the pink. I ain't gonna charge y'all 35% for your check to pay cash your check or whatever like that. And then he went up to somebody and we got some tequila for you, baby. And then he walks out or whatever. I said, Lord. So she was like, if you don't pay on the club or whatever, y'all gonna have to find somewhere else to pop that pussy at or whatever like that. So he like, oh God, what's going on? Then we see Mercedes. She was teaching, I think it was cheer or whatever, because she told him to do some toe touches and stuff like that. So it looked like that she was teaching cheer. She getting them ready for like a competition and stuff like that. Her mama comes up there and she was talking to her mom. She was like, well, no, her mom was just like, I can't believe you got them out here working on a Sunday. She was like, yeah, because they gotta get better for this competition or whatever like that. She gives her a bag of money. She was like, I can't believe you got me running this booty money in a church fund or whatever. She was like, yeah, you weren't complaining when y'all applied for that loan and y'all got it or whatever. And she was saying something about, Mercedes was like, I got my pulpit and you got yours or whatever. Then we see Clifford, he fussing with somebody about the club. And they was just like, yeah, well, Mercedes about to leave out the door. How we going to pay on this and all this other stuff? He was like, you telling me or whatever. So then it's Sunday. They getting everybody ready for the Sunday, cause it's Mercedes Day, basically. She be shutting down the club on, on her day. He come in there, Uncle Clifford tells them like the rules and stuff, like the new rules. So basically it's like $4 off or something, and then 15% for the private room, for the house, or some shit like that. So, because it's like the tips for the bartender. So they all share chips. They all share tips, basically. The bartenders get tips off of the strippers and stuff like that. Which is common practice in some places, and in some places they just don't give a fuck. The bartenders gotta make their tips the way they make their tips. But the bartender, because Mercedes like, damn, like, come on, like, all these high prices and stuff like that, how we gonna make our money and whatever. And the bartender was like, look, if y'all don't skip out on tips, then we won't have to do this shit or whatever like that. And Mercedes said something about her night, or I don't know, child. But anyway, she got a text for a property that she about to look at or whatever. So she get up there and she like, well, y'all wouldn't be making the money that y'all make if I wasn't up here shaking my ass on Sundays, because y'all know it's Mercedes night and everybody come here to see me or whatever like that. Child, why Mississippi come in the club with her baby? I said, what the hell? But everybody, ain't nobody better eye or nothing like that. They was more concerned because she had this big ass black eye. So they was looking like, damn, bitch, what? Like, you still let him beat your ass? But they ain't say that. They was just, that's how they was looking. So Autumn was like, girl, you all right? Bitch, what it look like? That was Mercedes. So she didn't say nothing. She was just like, all right, whatever. So then Uncle Clifford told somebody to get the baby. So he set her up on the stage, and he was basically telling her, like, look, why you keep going back to this man? You are better than this, or whatever like that. He was trying to clean up her face and put some makeup on it to cover up her shiner. He was like, this is your money right here. Like, you can't let nobody fuck up your money. And she was like, what you know about it and all this other stuff. And he was just like, look, I know I had somebody beating my ass, but I had to Al Green him and throw some hot grits on his dick. And then he ain't come back and bother me no more or whatever. And so he was basically telling her, like, you can't let this dude keep beating on you like this. You are better than this. Like, you are better than this or whatever. You deserve love or whatever. So he was trying to tell her, like your face is your money, it's your strength, and you can't let nobody do nothing to this or whatever. So he was like, all right, go back to the back, get dressed and stuff like that. And then again, you see his soft side coming out because he's concerned for the girls, and he looked like he was about to tear up and stuff like that. So I like Uncle Clifford. I like all of them. Mercedes, but but for the most part, I like all of them. So we see on the pole, they making money, they getting money, child. Oh, they getting money. And the inner hoe in me was like, girl, yes. But I was like, no. Yes. Anyway, not Pink. Uncle Clifford in the back, he, it looked like it was a line full of, he was cashing checks. So the people that he riled up in the check cashing place or whatever like that, they came down there, he was cashing their checks. So he saw one check and it said equally loan or quality loan or something like that. So he was like, what's this about? So, they was doing that. Then we see these whack ass dudes, they in the car or getting out the car about to go into the club. This one guy, he put like the little foam thing that you put the flowers in. He wanted to put tea on it to make it look like it was heavier. Like, he wanted to perpetrate, basically. So he was putting like the flower thingy in the guy's bag to make it look like his bag was heavier than what it was or whatever. God, the FedEx truck all loud out here, and he ain't even at my house. Jesus. I'm sorry, y'all. He wanted to put the thing in the bag to make it look like he had more money than what he was carrying, basically. He was perpetrating. So they go up to get in the line. Diamond like, yo, where you going? You gotta go to the back of the line. He was like, you know who this is? This such and such. He was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. And I don't know nobody that ain't VIP. So we see Lil Murder keep eyeballing them and stuff like that. But they go to the back of the line. I was like, he finna be some trouble. But we see Uncle Clifford, he in the back. I think he was riling up the girls. And he was like, come on, y'all. It's very important pussy. Not pussy, child. Very important penis out there. Or whatever. And Mercedes was like, all right, yeah, get on the trial. She was about to go on the, on the stage, get on the pole. He was like, no, you need to break her in. She was like, well, I don't like babysitting and stuff. He was like, you want to switch places? Because he had the baby on his arm the whole time. She was like, whatever. So he was like, go ahead, be a good booty buddy now, or whatever shit. So Autumn and Mercedes out there. Autumn all up on Mercedes. She like, goddamn, you need to move away. My booty needs space, okay? Like, and I'm like, girl, your ass ain't all that. I mean, it's big, but it ain't that big. Like, calm down. But anyway, she like, her booty needs space. Autumn about to go over there to this man or whatever. He got on this I said, damn, guys do this. I know some ladies do this, but I ain't know guys did this. He had on a whole suit, right? It looked good or whatever like that. But he had the tag still on the fucking suit. So, not Autumn. Mercedes was like, girl, don't go over there. He's still green. He still got the tags on. He didn't even pop his tags yet. She was like, pop his tags. She was like, yeah. When she said that, he's stuffing the tag. I said, damn, I ain't no dudes to that shit. He's stuffing the tag in his goddamn suit jacket or whatever. She was like, how you see that? Bitch, I'm an OG. I've been doing this for a long time. She been stripping for like 7 years. So she know all the tricks and stuff. So, she walking around. The bartender called Autumn over and was like giving her the ropes and stuff like that. And then it gave me vibes again, a Players Club, when the girl had pulled Diamond over and was giving her like the ropes and stuff. So she was like, look at him over there with that. Look at him. He got them $50 shoes on his feet, but ain't got no money in his wallet or some shit like that. So, And so Mercedes walked past him. And then she was like, look at him over there. He all alone. He hand on his knot or some shit like that. And so then we see Mercedes go over to her. So she was like, yeah, see, that's how you do it. So she was telling her how to work the run basically or whatever. What else happened, child? Oh, then we see Mississippi. She in the back. She breastfeeding or whatever. Diamond walks in. He like, oh, my bad, my bad. He about to leave out. I said, oh, he a gentleman. But it's just titties. You just see her titties before. But whatever. So she like, come on, come back here and eat your Vienna sausages. Come on now. Sit down and eat these things and whatever. He was like, all right. So then he sat down. He was like, you know, I can take care of that. Because she had a bruise on her neck. You know, of course, she had the bruise on her face. He was like, you know, I can take care of that. And she was like, well, you don't need no more bodies on your body count or whatever. I said, oh, you're a killer. So, she was like, you don't need no more. And he was like, but I'd be happy to do it for you, you know, whatever. I think he got a soft spot for her. I really do. So he was willing to kill dude for her. I was like, girl, I mean, it'd be self-defense, kind of, sort of. Not really, but whatever. So, she was just like, no. Then we see, who came to the back? I think she got called to the stage or whatever. Yeah, she got called to the stage. And so she handed but he was like, you can hand me the baby. So she handed the baby over to Diamond and stuff like that. And so she got out there and I guess she started working on the pole. And then we see, what's this, the rapper coming there, child, Lil Murder. He coming there and he throwing money in the air. As soon as he walk in the door, he throwing money in the air. Mercedes walk over there and she see, you know, because they're in the VIP section or whatever. And he got all these girls in there. And he was like, come on in, babe. I got all this money for you or whatever like that. She was like, no, you don't. You got 4 stacks in your bag. You done already gave a what? No. Did she say all that in the front? No, she was like, you need more money or something like that for me or whatever. And so he was like, I got enough for you, girl, whatever. And so then she cleared out the room, basically. And that's when she told him, like, you perping. Like, you ain't got all them stacks in there. You got that flour thingy in there weighing down your bag or whatever like that. And all you got left in there is 4 stacks or whatever. Because you just spent 1,000 on them girls or whatever. He was like, damn, you is an OG. And so then they see Autumn or whatever dancing. And so the guy was like, oh no, I want her or whatever. And so she was like, oh, you want her? So they was about to not give her the money. They was going to give it to Autumn. But she was like, no, no, no. Matter of fact, you got 4 stacks. You give me 2. You give her 2. And I'll go pull homegirl over here for your boy. She was like, all right, no problem. He was like, all right, no problem or whatever like that. So he calls her. She go over there, bring Autumn into the thing. And so they started. She told Autumn it's going to be 1,000 for her, 1,000 for her. Like, where he only had 2,000, 1,000, 1,000. I said, oh, you lying. So she go back there. They dancing and stuff. She dancing on her. She sucking on her titties and all this other good stuff. So they dancing and stuff. Dude come over there. He slapped Autumn on the ass. She was like, yo, slow down. Diamond popped in. Yo, don't make me put somebody's balls on their neck. All right, man, or whatever. So Lil Murder wanted to take Diamond in the back room or whatever, in the private room and stuff like that. She was like, all right, Autumn, I'll be back. I'm gonna go take him in here for a little bit. Autumn looked a little bit worried for a second or whatever like that. We see Mercedes in the back. Child, dude want to play his record. That shit was trash. Okay, straight trash. She basically cut his ass down and told him, that is trash. My booty can't move to that. What is that shit? He was like, it's some dance hall. What did he say? Dance hall rap or some shit he said, child. She was like, that shit whack. And they ain't getting no play up in here or whatever like that. He got a little attitude. Next we see the dude in the little VIP area, the dude doing the most again. He want to grab Autumn by the neck and all this other shit. She was just like, back up on me. She need them in the groin or whatever. Diamond pop in there. Mercedes and them coming out. Diamond bop, 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 busting everybody up. We see Lil Murder. He going out trying to find Autumn. He run into Uncle Clifford. He was like, yo, I just wanted to tell Shorty that we ain't mean no harm. He was like, what you say? What you say? He was like, we ain't mean no harm. So he was like, wait a minute, what you say? He go into this little private room. And I was like, oh Lord, he about to fuck him up or something like that. Cause I thought that Uncle Clifford was about to do something to Lil Murder. Cause I was like, why he going into this room? And then he know that he done did something to Autumn. And he got a soft spot for the girls. But it ain't happen like that. They go in there, Lil Murder like, oh wow, this look like Lil Mario. What do you say? Mario saving the princess type shit. And so they start talking and stuff. He was like, I just wanted to say that we ain't mean nothing to do the little shorty or nothing like that. He was like, oh, well, she working in this club. She good or whatever. I was like, oh, okay. So he not mad. He not finna do nothing. And he was just like, So Lil Murder was like, oh, so you the owner. I got to file a complaint. He was like, what you filing a complaint for? We got diversity up in here. We got light skin. We got Asian. We got black. We got this. He was like, yeah, but you don't got what I need or whatever. And so he started playing with like Uncle Clifford face and whatnot. I said, oh, okay, they about to bow chicky wow wow. He about to get sucked off or something, child. So, because he was like, yeah, I got... Because what Uncle Clifford say is that Lil Murder's a big murder. So I said, what? He was like, I got something big for you or some shit. So I was like, all right, they about to get it in. So then we see Autumn. She outside. She trying to catch her breath. And then a dude who was taking pictures earlier in the day when they was moving money. Did I mention that? I don't think I mentioned that. But it was this guy. He was taking money. He was taking pictures of, I want to say, Uncle Clifford dude who looked like Suge Knight, because he was getting money out of a dump truck or whatever like that. So he was getting money out of the dump truck, and this guy was taking pictures. So he must be undercover or something. I don't know what he all about, but we see the guy. He run up to, he's taking pictures again. He goes up to Autumn and was like, you okay? She was like, yeah, I just had to catch my breath or whatever like that. He was like, yeah, it's a lot of smoke or something. She was like, no, but you got a cigarette. So he was like, no, I don't smoke. She was like, well, what's your vice? And he was like, I don't have one. She was like, oh, never trust a man who don't have no vice or whatever like that. So they just talking, and she like, he tells her that he's into real estate and his client wanted to see the place popping at night or whatever like that. And I'm like, So, what happened? Oh, yeah. So she told him the name. He was like, oh, that's all. She was like, yeah, poetic and shit or whatever. So they talking. She apologized for snapping on him because he tried to like grab her arm and she snapped on him in the beginning. And so what happened? They was just talking or something like that. He was like, he gonna have to go. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna see you later, Autumn. And she was like, actually, it's Haley. And so he was like, okay, Haley. Then she looked confused, like, why the fuck I just tell him that or whatever. It seemed like it's gonna be some kind of connection with them, but I hope not, because he looked like he undercover. He doing something, and it's gonna get them all jammed up somehow. So, because at first she invited him in. He said he didn't want to go in or whatever like that. So then we see Mercedes. She's stretching and praying and all this other stuff. Because she about to go on stage. It's Mercedes Sunday. So she about to go on stage, pop that pussy for a real one. And she get up there. Uncle Clifford then handed the DJ a different clip. He put the clip in. Of course, it's Lil Murder's corny ass song. She come out there. She looking like, the fuck? The DJ like, rewind. So he play her music. She up there, she working that pole baby. She got all the stunts. She on the ground, she splitting it, she popping it, she doing it all, okay? She get up there, and then we hear her breathing, we hear her, and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck about to happen, child? So she get all the way up to the top. She breathing, you hear her working and all that stuff, because we won't even hear the music. We just hear her breathing and stuff. Child, she slid down the pole. I said, oh my God. I thought it was going to be like how it was in real life when that girl had fell. But it wasn't. She caught herself, and they was like, oh yeah, they was cheering, chanting and stuff, throwing money. She get off the pole. She got somebody face in her pussy, and then she look up. She see her mama. So she paused. Next we see she out there. Mom, why you ain't tell me you was coming tonight or whatever like that? She was like, I ain't know I was coming up there. I seen all the guys up there cheering for you and all this other stuff. And it looked like she was about to give her accolades or whatever, but she didn't. She was kind of like, you out here wasting your money, and not money, you wasting your time out here for that stuff, and you need to be what she say, you out. She was going in on her, basically preaching to her, telling her what she doing is wrong. It's a sin against God, and these men up here giving in their tithes and offerings, you need to be saved, you going to hell, like all this yada 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 yada. Mercedes hands her the bag of money. She pauses and then was like, yeah, we can use some money for the building fund, but I want you to repent too. She was like, well, cash like that. The mama, she don't got no problem taking that fucking money, but she want to talk about how she's sinning and all this other shit up on the stage. Ooh, that self-righteous ass shit. Ugh. Anyway, so she take the money, she go. Mercedes just breaks down and cries in the parking lot, because she like, yo, you coming down on me, like, come on, I'm trying to build up, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to make a way for my future and stuff like that, and all you see is sin. Like, you can't give me nothing. And then the fact that Mercedes was even like, yeah, but you ain't had no problem bending me over when I was such and such years old, like a young age, bending me over and showing them guys what I had for some waffles. I said, now see, you, but she gonna say the Lord put that on my guy. Like, no. She want to talk about the Lord told her to do that. Hell no. So then she want to, but you want to look at you. Ooh, she want to look at what Mercedes doing is wrong. But what you was doing, you was out here pimping out your fucking daughter, but that wasn't wrong. Oof, God, that lady had made me so mad. But anyway, like I said, Mercedes broke down and cried in the parking lot or whatever like that. And what else happened, child? Oh, so then I said she quieted down. I said all that. Then we see they cleaning up the night for the night or whatever like that. We see Autumn and Mercedes, they go in the back. Mercedes handing over her tips to the bartenders and stuff like that. She asks Uncle Clifford, whatever, but they gave the money, he gave them each, she was like $1,000 for the VIP room or whatever like that. He was like, well, where the rest of the tip or some shit? Oh no, Autumn paid her tip, you know, her tips or whatever like that. She left. So then Mercedes, Uncle Clifford asked Mercedes, like, where the rest of your money? She was like, I don't got it. She was like, she came up here and gave you all that religious stuff again. And so he went over to the table, and Uncle Suge Knight was looking like, So, but he was like, whatever. So then he gave him the stack, gave her the 2,000 stacks that Lil Murder had gave him in the back, and he gave it to her, because he was going to keep it. But then he felt like, again, he a softy, he gave it to her. The dude was looking like, the fuck? He was like, man, just count the fucking money. So then we see them all, they about to leave. Mississippi, she about to go back to her abusive man and stuff. Diamond like, it wouldn't be me. So then the white girl, I don't think we learned her name, was offering Autumn a ride. Mercedes like, no, She was like, it's all right, I was heading east anyway or whatever, and I wanted to stay a little while or whatever. So Mercedes like, well, if you headed east, you need to be headed that way or whatever. She was just like, And so she's smoking. Mercedes and them, they leave. She's smoking. And then we see the guy, he's taking pictures of Autumn. And then it kind of goes off. Oh, and the guy's name was Andre. So he gonna be a character on the show too. So it was good. If y'all watched it, let me know what y'all felt about the episode down there in them comments. What y'all think is going to happen with the characters and stuff like that. I'm interested in seeing it. Like I said, it gave me so many good vibes of shows and everything that I used to watch. And I like the strippers. So, like, I like the pole dancing and all that other stuff. Even, like, I try to do pole dancing. I ain't got the upper body strength, but I did it. And that shit is a work fucking out. So I clap to anybody who can work that motherfucking pole, because that shit is a workout. Like, your whole body be hurting. Like, for real. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this video. I gotta get up out of here because I gotta go to work. Yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh, if y'all like this video, go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe if you're watching this but you are not subscribed to my channel, and then go ahead and hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all, until next time, peace.